Hello everyone. What can I say about Dracula by Bram Stoker? Nothing, I am sure, that hasn't been said before. But I wanted not so much to give this a review. It's a classic. It's one of the classics of classics. It's a phenomenal read. It stands up very well over the test of time. But more realistically than some review from me, I just wanted to mention that this book is it's a world changer. Without doubt, I think it's objectively true that Bram Stoker's Dracula has changed the world. And I think because of that, if you know anything about vampires and vampire lore, or anything slightly connected like that, I think you owe it to yourself to read this book, and it is well worth a read. To my shame, it's taken me a bit longer to read than it perhaps should have, but it's so good. It's well written. I mean, when Van Helsing first turns up, I got a shiver down my spine. Like, I was just so ready. It was almost like a kind of superhuman walking into the room when Van Helsing appears, and I couldn't help but get kind of Avengers, like Marvel's Avengers, the heroes. I couldn't help but get an Avengers kind of vibe. You get this kind of ragtag band of people who all come together and to face evil. It's I don't know, it's bizarre. Maybe no one's ever gone there before, but personally, as they all came together and as they all decided what must be done and everything like that, I was like, these are superheroes, right? They're ordinary people at the start, and they slowly or quickly become these avenging superheroes, and I kind of liked it. Something I didn't kind of like was the religious overtones. So there's a lot of like the cross is purity, and Christianity has the the wafer and the wine, body and the blood, and so on, and all these things are in here. And I get that it's part of how it started or how it came to be in this text, but for the modern day, it's just, for me, it's a bit boring. I can only imagine how brilliant this would have been if you could have read it before anyone told you anything about it. If you could have read this before anything got out to you, before anything was spoiled or anyone told you anything, if this was not the colossal world-changing book that it is, and you got to read it first hand, I think this probably would have blown my socks off, like, to be the best book ever. I cannot hardly imagine what people back in the day had in terms of this book, what kind of reactions and emotions, and it was just, it must have been so groundbreaking, and for that reason I am just a touch jealous that people can read it in that light, because the modern person, the world changed as it is, I don't think you can really read it in the same way, which is a little bit of a shame. But I know there's a couple of books around Dracula that I have at least a small interest in. Dracula the Undead by another Stoker, I can't remember, it's not Bram though, and Dracula, it's Dracula without the A. So whatever those books be, if I ever get to them, I'll probably review them too. But yeah, this book, well worth a read. You know a lot about it already. I'm not going to tell you anything you don't need to know. It's the vampire book. Go out and read it. If you've read it, let me know what you think in the comments. Farewell, folks.